truck. We're going downtown, gonna beat up the rocks. You're to the drive, I'll bring the beer. It's a late, late shift, no one to fear. And ride, ride, I'll ride. And ride, you ride.
I've been skating for about 15 years now, so I've had a little experience with both new and old school. New school is a lot older of a term than people would think. It's probably about 8 to 10 years old now. A lot of new school tricks are just very fast, big distances, high drops. They do what's regular foot and switch foot. Switch foot is kind of like brushing your teeth with the wrong hand. A lot of old school tricks were mainly grabs. You kept your feet on the board at all times. New school tricks, your feet are off the board does flips. It's more based on technical and guts. Big difference between new school and old school is just a willingness to do anything, just straight guts. Believe it or not, skateboarders, they make a pretty good lump sum of money. I'm sure that a lot of people have heard about Tony Hawk. He has been one of the best ramp skaters and all around just great skateboarders of all time now for about 15 years, for about as long as I've been riding. He has won more contests than anybody I can think of. He is probably mid-30s now. Not only does he own his own skateboarding company, but he also has 2 video games out. They're both called Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, so you can see that he's making a good chunk of change right there. Me, I really don't have any favorite skateboarders. Kind of funny. It'd be like most people not having a favorite band. But, you know, just my opinion on it is I've always looked at myself and said, you know, I'm going to try to learn what they can do. You know, it's my own hero, I guess. All right, now if you come over here and check this out, you'll notice how this edge is kind of scored up here. That's from a skateboarder doing tricks on it, sliding all the way across this. Sorry about the construction in the background, deconstruction. But yeah, this edge is from us kind of sliding across from either on the rail of the board, on the trucks, or on the tail, or the nose. You can mix it all up and you can, you know, slide on the truck and actually the nose, or the truck and the rail. So if you look around and you see all this scored up, we're just being artistic. You know, we will skateboard on just about anything you can think of. Any obstacle that's within reach of us, we will do a trick on. We will figure something out to do on it. It's just how it is. Some people consider it a sport. I don't even think so. I can't call it a hobby. I can't call it an art form. In 15 years of doing it, I have no idea what to call it. I've broken about 15 bones in my life from skateboarding. Sprained my ankles, knees, wrist, well over 100 times. I've taken my bumps. I've taken a couple falls tonight. I just kind of tweaked my ankle a little bit. It'll take me a minute to get that back to normal. I want to talk about the trick, the ollie. That's pretty much where you make your board jump. Now, what is basically when you snap the tail of the board. When you snap the tail of the board, you make the board, you force it to go at an angle, kind of lean up a little bit. You drag your shoe across the board, and the friction from that pop, and when you drag it up, is actually what pulls the board up with your feet. Now, a switch foot ollie, because I said something about this earlier, about it's like brushing your teeth with the other hand. You're actually using your feet, you're snapping with your front foot and dragging the board up with your back foot. A regular ollie, you snap with your back foot and pull the board up with your front foot. There's nothing amazing about it. It's probably one of the most basic tricks. I've seen people jump over things that are 3.5 feet tall without any aid from a ramp, just typical street, plain flat ground. Skateboarders for a long time have been known for having a bad attitude, kind of bucking authority. Some of that is police. They have a tendency to typically just harass you. You know, most of the time they just give you an attitude, give you a problem, and that's, you know, about it. Now, I've had several tickets from the police. There's actually a law that's no motorized toy vehicles in the Promenade Park area. Can't think of the section number or any of that, but I've had 3 of those, and I've had 4 disorderly conducts for skateboarding, which is kind of a coverall charge, and I've always thought that was a great one when I got that. I usually skateboard at night. It's just not as many people, easier to get around. And it depends on what time of the day, but cops can be a pain anytime. They have a tendency, when I'm really trying some trick that I've been working on for a while, they got a really bad way of just showing up right when I'm about ready to make it. I guess some people might say that skateboarders have a bad attitude about things. We just go out there and see what we can do. Not necessarily what we can get away with, but what we can make happen. What can we create for our, for our lives and feel better about it. How can we prove ourselves to nobody else. In a little bit here, I'm going to go over to this building over here and try to intentionally get kicked out. So maybe I do have a bad attitude. Maybe I just have one heck of a sense of humor. But hopefully I won't get a ticket, and hopefully I'll go make the trick that I'm going to try.